Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sd.Kfz here bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Sd.Kfz 139 Marder III. The Marder III was the name of a series of World War II German tank destroyers. They mounted either the modified ex-Soviet 76.2mm F-22 model 1936 divisional field gun or the German 7.5cm Pak-40 in an open-topped fighting compartment on top of the chassis of the Panzer 38T. They offered little protection to the crew but added significant firepower compared to contemporary German tanks. They were in production from 1942 to 1944 and served on all fronts until the end of the war, along with the similar Marder II. The German word martyr means Martin in English. So yeah, the Marder III here was a very interesting vehicle, kind of the ingenuity of taking vehicles that you seize and turning them into an actual combat effective vehicle and making them more effective for the era they were going into. As I mentioned, this was based on the Panzer 38T, which basically captured Czechoslovakian Panzer 38Ts that the Germans used, and the tanks for themselves were not that great, especially for starting to get into mid-war type scenarios. And the Marder III here was kind of an upgrade of taking that chassis that they already have captured and going ahead and using it and making it actually a very effective tank for basically later parts of the war. Overall, pretty interesting design and should be a fun build to add to your German tank divisions, especially as some type of self-propelled gun, tank destroyer, however you really want to categorize this. But anyways, with that, let's go and take a look here at the vehicle and see exactly where we're going ahead and building. So starting off with, we have the Panzer 38T chassis here. If you did build my Panzer 38T originally, you'll see pretty much very close similarities to it. I think the only real differences here being a little bit of changes here to the back of the vehicle. However, with that, basically we have the front up here, which has the mounted machine gun here, as well as the driver's viewport. We do have the main gun here, which is based off of the 7.5cm Pak-40 gun. And then moving back further from it, we have obviously the gun breech, the crew position, fighting position, and all that fun stuff here. As you can see, a very exposed back section here for the crew. The Marder III, at least the first variants, really did not have crew protection in mind. That was remedied a little bit later on with the later Marder, which was the Ost H version, which, as you can see here, did offer a little bit more protection here to the crew, with a little bit of extended upward side armor. But yeah, overall pretty nice vehicle. Again, will make an awesome addition to any of your World War II maps on any front that you have Germany on. Anyways, though, with that, let's go ahead and move into our tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, so going ahead and begin with our first layer here, we'll be going ahead and start off with layer 1. For layer 1 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to start off and place down a nether brick slab like so, followed by a nether brick top slab cut off the slab like so. After that, we want to go and then place down a light gray shulker box on its side like so, followed by a second shulker box behind it, a dark oak trapdoor, and then there's a set of 2 of light gray shulker boxes up on their sides like so, followed by a nether brick slab, and then a nether brick top slab directly coming off that one. After that, we're going to place down stone buttons here on the sides of those shulker boxes, and if you're on Java Edition, you can go ahead and also place down the addition of item frames on the sides of the shulker boxes as well. Placing the item frames and stone buttons are a feature that is only available on Java. If you are on Bedrock or Windows or anything like that, you will not be able to use this feature. Instead, I would just recommend placing down the stone buttons, but again, that's kind of up to you what you want to do here. But for us, we're going to go ahead and, since we're on Java, we're going to place down the item frames, and in those item frames, we're going to place down polished andesite blocks. With that out of the way, we're going to go and then grab ourselves iron trapdoors. Going to our nether brick slabs we want facing toward the front, so our front's going to be facing that way there. We're going to place down 3 iron trapdoors over, and then going ahead and grabbing ourselves some stone top slabs. We're going to place down a row of 3 of stone top slabs, followed by a second row of 3, a third row, a fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh row back, just like that. We're going to then place down a dark oak fence gate here in the center, and then a skeleton skull on both sides of that fence gate like so. With that out of the way, this is what it should look like from the top-down view so far, and we're just going to go ahead and basically take the same design we did on the right side there for the tracks, just apply it over here to the other side. So basically just taking the same thing and doing it over here like so. And after that's done, we're going to go ahead and place our stone buttons here, our item frames like so, again for on Java, and our polished andesite blocks in those item frames like so. And with that all done, that right there is going to basically complete what we have there for layer number 1 for the build. Go ahead and take a look at the top down. This is what we should have for the top down view of this layer with it all complete. And with that all out of the way, that will finish off layer 1. Let's go ahead and move on to layer number 2. Alright guys, so moving into layer 2. For layer 2 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a narrow brick stair on top of those 2 narrow brick top slabs. We're going to go ahead and place down a stone corner stair coming off those stairs like so, and then a stone slab there in the center. After that, we want to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of stone full blocks going across this section here, and then a light gray shulker box to both sides, followed by a stone button coming off the sides here of these shulker boxes, an item frame like so. Again, if you're on Java, and then in the item frame, we can go ahead and place down a cobweb. Now, right here for the sprocket wheel, I do recommend going ahead and, if you're on Bedrock, disregarding the stone button and placing down the item frame with the cobweb in it. If you're on Java, obviously we can do both, but again, if you're on Bedrock, I do recommend just doing the item frame and the cobweb. I think that looks better for what that's trying to represent. At this point here, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of stone full blocks across, followed by a stone brick top slab, or actually, sorry, it's going to be just a normal stone top slab. So it's a normal stone top slab on both sides. On the side of that, we're going to grab ourselves an item frame. In that item frame, we're going to place down a polished andesite block, and then again, if you're on Java, a dark oak wood sign on the side of that slab as well. Over here, same thing, item frame, polished andesite block, and then a dark oak wood sign if available. We then want to place down a narrow brick top slab to both sides, followed by a row of 3 of stone full blocks across between. We're going to place down a row of 3 of stone full blocks across, followed by a stone top slab again to both sides, item frame, polished andesite block, and a dark oak wood sign if allowed. And over here, same thing, item frame, polished andesite block, and a dark oak wood sign if allowed. We then want to place down a total of 3 rows of 3 of stone full blocks going across like so. We're going to then take our narrow brick slabs, place down 1, 2, 3, and over here, same thing, 1, 2, 3. We then want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood sign on the side of this narrow brick slab here to both sides like so. And we then want to go ahead and place down a stone brick top slab, or sorry, actually just a normal stone brick slab to both sides like so. At this point, we're going to place down a polished andesite block here to the left side on the back, and then we're going to take andesite walls and place down 2 over from the side there of it. With that all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer 2, and with that we'll move on to layer number 3. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a stone upside down stair located in this section here. We then want to place down 2 light gray shulker boxes on their sides like so. Carried off the middle shulker box, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate like that, and then we're going to go ahead and also place down a chain coming off it like so for that wall mounted machine gun. We then want to place down an item frame here to the side. In that item frame, we're going to be going ahead and grab ourselves a black bed, which will be located in this tab and right here. We're going to place down a black bed and rotate on its side like so. And then again on Java, we'll place down a dark oak wood sign like so. At this point here, we then want to go ahead and place down a light gray carpet on top of these 2 narrow brick stairs, and then we're going to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull on the left side here. And then over on the right side, we're going to place down a light gray carpet. At this point, we're going to go ahead and place down a redstone repeater on the right side here, facing this direction like so. We're going to go ahead and then place down a skeleton skull come off the back, or the back here of this stone upside down stair. After that, we're going to go then take our stone blocks. We're going to place down a row of 3 of stone blocks across, item frame to both sides of that row of 3. And we're going to go then follow this up and place down a black bed in the item frame, rotate on its side like so. We then want to place down an item frame on the top here of this narrow brick slab to both sides, and then a iron shovel in it like so, and we can go ahead and have this pointed toward the rear, but just kind of to show a tool there mounted on the fender. And also, if you're available or able to, we're going to then place down a dark oak wood sign on the side there of those stone blocks. At this point here, we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves anvils, I believe, and on both sides here, we are going to go ahead and place down a stone block in the center, and then an anvil to both sides like so. We're going to go and follow this up and go ahead and place down a stone brick slab to the sides there of the anvils, and the dark oak wood signs on the sides there of those slabs. We then want to take our stone blocks and go back from those stone brick slabs. We're going to place down a row of 3 of stone full blocks all on the side here, and we then want to place down a light gray carpet coming off those stone full blocks like that. After that's done, we are going to fill in the space here between our stone full blocks with 3 rows of 3 to make these a total of 3 rows of 5, filling in that base there. And at this point, we're going to place down a skeleton skull on top of this wall here at a slight angle. We then want to grab ourselves some acacia wood slabs. We're going to place down 1 and 2 slabs over, and 2 acacia wood signs there on the sides of these slabs, an item frame, and then in that item frame, we're going to go and place down a black concrete block. Also to the right side here, we're going to place down another item frame here, and a red stained glass block in that item frame. And actually over here on the right side, we are going to be going ahead and placing down a row of 3 of upside down stone stairs, so it's going to be 3 upside down stone stairs. And over here on the left side here, it will be just the stone full blocks. So just go ahead and make sure those sides are different accordingly. Anyways though, with that all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 3. And with that, we'll go ahead and move into layer number 4. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we move into layer number 4. For layer 4, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a row of 3 of daylight detectors across the top there. And we're going to change these all to the night mode. After we have that all done there, we want to go ahead and then place down a row of 2 of end rods coming off the front here. And then we're going to go then place down a skeleton skull there on the end of that row of 2. We're also going to place down an end rod on top of this skeleton skull here on the left side, and just so we don't have to worry about it later, we're just going to go and take our iron bars and place down 3 iron bars up from that end rod like that for the radio antenna. With that complete, we want to go and then take our stone blocks. We're going to place down a row of 3 of stone blocks across, and then grab our light gray stained glass panes. We're going to place down a light gray stained glass pane to both sides. We're going to go and then follow this up with another row of 3 of stone full blocks across, and again a light gray stained glass pane to both sides. We're going to go and then take our andesite walls, place down 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 on the sides here. In the space in the middle, we want to go ahead and place down a stone slab, followed by a daylight detector, turn that to the night mode, and then we're going to place down a daylight detector here to both sides, again, turn those both to the night mode. We then want to place down a dark oak wood fence gate, which will be coming off this wall like so, open toward it on both sides here. And we're going to also place down an iron trapdoor in the center here, coming off that daylight detector. We're going to go then take our oak wood trapdoors. We're place down a row of 1, 2, 3 across, and we just want to go then take our oak wood trapdoors and wrap around those trapdoors like so, and close them just like this all the way around to form this little basket here on the back. And with that all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 4. And with that, we're probably going to be moving into our final layers here, layers 5 through 6. Alright guys, moving into our final layers here, we're moving into layers 5 through 6. For these layers here, we're going to place down a stone brick stair here, then a stair coming off of it like that, and we then want to go and place down dark oak wood signs here on the sides of these stairs here to both sides, just like so. We're going to then go off this stair here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone top slabs, then a polished black stone top slab here on the end. We're going to go ahead and also place down a dark oak wood sign on both sides of this top slab, an item frame, and then in that item frame we're going to go ahead and place down a black concrete block like so. Also on top of this polished black stone slab, we're going to place down a dark oak wood trapdoor, and then going back here to this section, we're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors on top of these 2 stone brick stairs. With that done, we want to go then place down a stone full block here, then a stone brick stair like that, and we're going to then take our dark oak wood signs and place, fence gates. We're going to place down a fence gate coming off this stair like so, opened up toward it, and then also a fence gate coming off the back here of the stair like so. And this can be on the left side and the left side only. We then want to take our andesite walls. We're going to place down the andesite wall to both sides of this stone block. And then going out to the sides from that, we're going to place down a light gray stained glass pane and then 1 pane back. Same thing over here, glass pane and then 1 more back like so. Once that's done, we want to go and then take our skeleton skulls. We're going to place down a skeleton skull on top of this stone block in the center. And then 1 at a slight angle here to both sides like so for the front gun shielding. And we're going to go ahead and also take a wither skeleton skull. We're going to go ahead and place down a temporary block, which will be right here. And we're going to go ahead and place down the wither skeleton skull, come off the side of it like so. And then delete that block there. So we get something that looks like that there for, or actually sorry, it's just going to be actually on top of the fence gate. So it's just going to be placed on top of the fence gate like so. And with that all done, for the seats here, very simply, we're just going to place down a dark oak wood trapdoor on top of these fence gates. And we're going to then grab ourselves a dark oak wood sign and place down a dark oak wood sign coming off the back here of those signs, or off those trapdoors like that. And once we have that all complete there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have here for the Marder III tank destroyer. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this design and are able to put it to good use. If you do end up using this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This could be the link from a silent build to my channel or this video if this does bring social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for your free user for projects you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy the build, have fun with it, and all that fun stuff. But with that, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been here 2 before, and I'll see you guys next time.